Major Barkus.
I wonder where the other kids are. They left right after we did.
Yeah, and Mr. Harris, our band director, is with them. If he doesn't get here, we can't march. Hey, maybe they had an accident in that awful storm or got lost or something. They just have to get here.
May I have your attention, please? Attention, now hear this. Attention, please. Quiet. The parade is scheduled to start in just 1 hour. Each parade unit should get organized now so we can start on time. I have assigned each unit to a different room in this building to make their final preparations. Then in exactly 1/2 hour, you to assemble on the football field in order of march for final instructions. At exactly 3 o'clock, we will begin marching. Now listen carefully for your room assignments. Adams, room 301. Adrian, room 303. Bakerstown, 305. Belleville, 307. Bromley, 309. Brookton, room 327.
Let's go.
Creighton, 333.
Yeah, but where's Mr.
Creston,
Harris and the rest of the kids on the other bus?
I don't know, but we better go to our room. Maybe they're there already.
They're not here either. Have any of you other kids seen Mr. Harris or the other band members?
Guess we might as well get ready as best we can and hope they will make it on time. Oh, it's a sure thing we can't march without them. Hi, Mark, Tom. Boy, are we glad you made it. What happened anyhow? Didn't you leave when we did?
And what in the world is that dog doing here? Isn't that your dog, Mark?
Yeah, that's Barkus. He's gonna march with us today. If he hadn't been along, we'd never have made it.
What do you mean?
Come on, Tom. We can tell him all about it when we get our uniforms on. See, after you kids left on the other bus, Mr. Harris got on our bus and gave us our last-minute instructions so we could get underway, too.
All right, now, I think we're about ready to leave. Mark, you have the list of students who are supposed to be on this bus. Is everyone here?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now then, I want to introduce our chaperone for this bus, Mrs. Preston, and our driver, Henry.
Hi, everybody.
Now get yourself settled, for we should arrive in time to eat dinner at their cafeteria. I certainly hope the weather clears up before we get to Manchester for the parade. Now, any questions? Okay, Henry, let's get going.
Hey, look! There's a dog on the bus!
Oh, no. It can't be. It couldn't. Oh, but it is. Barkus, where did you come from?
Mark, is that your dog?
Yes, Mr. Harris, that's my dog, but I didn't know how...
You didn't tell him to come, Mark, but he's here. Well, I guess we'll just have to let him come along now. But try and see that it doesn't happen again.
Yes, sir. Barkus, you're a naughty little dog. What do you think you're going to do on a band trip? You can't march. Just what do you think you're going to do for dinner? They won't let you eat in the cafeteria. Now, come on. You settle down on my lap and behave yourself. You'll make those girls giggle. Doesn't take much to get them started. And once they get started, man, there's no peace. Now, quiet, Barkus. I know you don't like storms, but you gotta be brave. If you're gonna come on a band trip, you gotta be a brave dog, see? Barkus, hush up. Oh, all right. Get down under my jacket and hide. That's better than your barking. So we went, mile after mile. Every time it thundered, the girls screamed. You know how girls are. Sometimes we could hardly see a thing, it was raining so hard. Henry had to drive real slow. We just turned onto River Road when suddenly...
Hey, the bridge is out. Hang on, everybody! Watch out, now we're going
We're sliding, we can't stop!
Yeah, we're gonna go right into the river!
We're stopped. Boy, that was close.
Well, we stopped. And I'm afraid we're stuck in the mud. That was a good piece of driving, Henry. I'd rather be stuck in the mud than down there in that river. Now, you kids stay here on the bus. Henry and I'll get out and look over the situation.
All right, now,
Now, keep calm, everybody. We still have lots of time to get to Manchester. Someone will discover our plight soon, I'm sure. Now, come on, Henry.
Hey, Barkus, come here. Barkus, where are you going? He's gone. Now, what's that crazy dog gonna do out there in that rain?
Mr. Harris, can you see my dog out there?
Yes, he's down in the river.
In the river?
But don't worry, dogs can swim.
Yeah, but he's just a little dog.
Did you hear a noise? I thought I heard something.
Probably just some branches blowing against the house.
There it is again. That's no tree. That sounds like a dog.
Maybe so, but what would a dog be doing out here in this awful storm?
I don't know. That sounds like a dog. I'm gonna check.
Why, it is a dog. Oh, poor little thing. Why, he's almost drowned out there in that storm. Come on, doggy. Let's dry you off and get you warm.
He won't come in. He wants something. Tell the way, Zach. I better get my raincoat on and see if I can find out what's bothering him.
Oh, you can't go out in this storm, dog or no dog. You'll catch a death of pneumonia.
All right. Storm's let up now. In fact, it's almost stopped. I'll be back in a little while. Now, what do you want, little dog? You want me to follow you? Okay, I'm coming. Don't in such a hurry. He's going down by the river. I wonder what's wrong. Well, here we are at the river. Now, what do you want? Hey, what's that I hear? Voices? Sure enough. A school bus full of kids is stuck on the other side of the river. Is that what you wanted me to find, dog? I see you. I'll be over with my truck just as soon as I can get there. There's a little bridge down in the meadow. Come on, dog. You can ride with me in the truck.
You're back. That dog is still with you.
Yeah, there's a school bus full of kids stuck in the mud on the other side of the river. The main bridge is out. Several of the boys are trying to push it out, but they're not having much success. I'm going after them in my truck and bring them back here so they can get dried out before they all get sick. I can cross on that little bridge down by the middle.
Oh, those poor children.
It'll probably take me at least a couple of trips to get them all, even if I have them ride in the back of the truck.
Oh, my, yes. I'll start a fire in the fireplace and get something hot for them to drink. Oh, it's a good thing I made those extra pies and that bread this morning. Now, you just hurry and get those children back here to the house.
Oh, you'd better call the state police post and report the bridge is out so they can set up the necessary roadblocks. Come on, little dog. You can ride in the truck with me.
Mr. Walker and Barkus rode off in the truck, down across the meadow and over the narrow old bridge and up on the road to the bus. Barkus began barking long before they reached the bus. The boys and girls could hear him and started cheering.
Well, we're certainly glad to see you, sir. And you too, Barkus. You're quite a hero.
I'm Jake Walker from that house across the river. I'll take you all back to my house. There'll be a fire to dry you out and some food. And then I'll come back and help get the bus out and on the road again.
The boys and girls started climbing into the back of the old pickup truck until there wasn't any more room. Mr. Walker had to make a second trip to get them all. Mrs. Walker could hear them laughing and singing as they bounced up through the meadow. When she heard the truck stop outside the kitchen door, she opened the door wide and welcomed them.
Come right in and get dried off. Now, I've got hot chocolate for everyone, and apple pie, cake, and popcorn. Now, you just help yourself.
Look at that food. Apple pie's
I was
my
so
favorite.
scared.
Want to get dried
That
out.
dog, he saved the day for us. Oh, you poor dears. Now, you just eat all this food and don't think about it anymore.
And did they eat? They ate just about everything Mrs. Walker had in the house. Then they all sat watching Mr. Harris and Mrs. Preston paint a big sign for Barkus. Meanwhile, Mr. Walker had taken the old farm tractor back across the river to try and free the bus from the mud. There you are, Barkus. Now everybody'll know you're a hero.
Barkus, you're gonna march right at the front of the band.
Hey, Mr. Walker and Henry are back. They must have gotten the bus out.
Oh, hello. Oh, the bus is back on the road, and the sun's beginning to shine. Mr. Walker showed me a shortcut back to the main road. I think we'll make it to Manchester in time for the parade if we get started right away. Now, come on, everybody.
Jump into the truck, everybody. I'll take you back to your bus.
Here, Henry, you have something to eat, too. Now, there's not much left, but here's some cookies.
Thank you.
No, that's all right.
I certainly don't know how to thank you enough for all you and your husband have done for us, Miss Walker. Your hospitality has been tremendous.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank that little dog. If it hadn't been for him, we'd never known you were in trouble over there.
Down through the meadow they bounced in the old pickup truck once more, across the narrow bridge and down the road. There sat the big bus, all ready to go. In no time at all, Henry had found the shortcut, and soon they were in Manchester. There they found the others, dressed and waiting. It was almost 3 o'clock when the red and gray band lined up in straight rows, all ready to march. Mark held Barkus in his arms and whispered in his ear.
March nice now. Don't bark. Don't chase anything. Feel all right? Maybe you shouldn't have eaten so much popcorn and pickles. Who ever heard of a dog that liked pickles? March nice now, Barkus. I'm real proud of you.
The whistle blew, and the drums began to beat. And the parade began. There at the head of the Brookton band was Barkus with head held high. All the crowd cheered for the brave little dog that saved the day for the band. Everyone said they played and marched so well because they were so proud of Barkus, their drum major.